Hello guys, this is BrokenBlade here from G2 ESPORTS.
This is Skewmond from G2 ESPORTS. I am Labrov from G2 ESPORTS.
I am G2 Caps.
This is Hansama.
The G2 content team asked me to do a very nice personality test, as if they didn't know already.
I don't really know myself completely, so...
Let's find out
If I learn something new about myself.
You regularly make new friends. I think I make friends sometimes.
I would probably say not like super regular, just because I'm in a bit of a bubble.
I would disagree. I mean, I think it's mainly because I'm spending the whole time playing League. But even in League, I don't really make new friends.
in League of Legends, like kind of harder, right? Like you are most likely always with your team, but outside of League, I think I'm doing pretty good job, so I'll probably put agree. I don't make friends very often, I think. I need to spend a lot of time with someone to consider him my friend.
Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones?
Yeah. I mean, for sure, like a little bit at least. I like, you know, a little bit more fancy, a little bit more depth, I guess, to some like strategies, especially I feel like when it's ideas.
I think probably it's neutral, to be honest.
You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments. I would say I agree in some ways.
I would say I like factual arguments more.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm being emotional, to be honest, and yeah, I agree.
Your living and working spaces are clean and organized.
Compared to some of my teammates, I would say it's like very clean, but I would still say probably more towards disagree, or maybe in the middle, I guess.
Not really, but I wish that it was.
Yes, I really like my desk clean. I cannot really focus if there's too many stuff when I'm playing. For me, I think it's clean, so I would agree. But some people might disagree.
Who has the messiest desk in your team?
That will have to be me.
I mean, BB is very messy.
So I think it's BB.
The worst one is probably BB.
BB has a very messy one, for sure.
And who has the cleanest desk?
I think in general, I would say mine and Skew probably the cleanest.
Caps and me probably have the best and the cleanest desk.
I think Caps there's nothing on this desk, like ever.
I think the cleanest desk it's Caps or Labrov, one of those two.
You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Yeah, I mean, I do like when there's a little bit more pressure.
Yeah, I think it's true.
I think I'm slowly starting to do better. I still think that I have a long path to actually be really calm and really precise on high pressure moments, so I'll put neutral.
Hard agree on that. You know, the captain has to stay calm.
I think I am rather a calm person. Under a lot of pressure, like on stage, whatever. A bit less calm.
You find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. Yeah?
I have to hard disagree on that.
It's not like super daunting, but it still can be, I guess, some ways.
I think when it comes to talk about myself, I am not that bad.
I would put agree, I think. I don't like talking about myself like to strangers usually.
You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline. I don't really plan and prioritize effectively. I think I might do the thing right before the deadline.
I'm usually very lazy when it comes to completing tasks that are not League of Legends related or like career related.
When I was in school, I was just struggling a lot with this, so I'll put disagree.
I usually do it like before the deadline, but right before the deadline.
I mean, like the only sample size I have is probably myself from school, and I can say that I was kind of doing my homework very late.
People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data. Yes, hard agree.
Probably more towards disagree.
I definitely agree. I'm not a data number of guy, to be honest.
Don't have a lot to say, I agree on that. I think it's really important to have an idea of people's emotion and stories.
You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists? Not really, no?
I actually do. I started new with this. My girlfriend introduced me to some organizing stuff. Quite big of a game changer.
I tried to use them, but I never really got into it. It was always hard to get into it, like schedule and list.
I think I'm pretty chill, nothing special.
Yeah, I mean, I will put agree probably. But recently I just started writing things down so I don't forget them. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Maybe in the past it was more like that, but I feel like I played a lot, many games, and I'm becoming like more and more confident.
Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall ability and knowledge. Hard disagree on that.
I would say disagree a little bit at least.
I think that sometimes it can happen, but once in a while, if something goes wrong, and I do like the same mistake over and over again, but to be fair, I'm still always confident about what I can do.
You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and showing no?
I don't feel comfortable with it, but I sometimes do it. So I'm gonna do a little bit of disagree.
You're not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works. I guess I would say disagree to that.
Yeah, I'm not too interested.
I actually like it a lot, and whenever people are trying to come up with new ideas or like new stuff they like, or like any type of passion they have, I think it's always really interesting to talk about it, and sometimes it's like really helpful as well for you.
You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Hard agree. Just live for myself, you know what I mean?
I guess I don't really.
Disagree.
Not really, actually. I mean, I think for me it's kind of important to always show a good side, so probably disagree.
I mean, I feel like if I will not see the person again, I don't really care, to be honest.
You enjoy participating in team-based activities? Yeah, with my team, yeah, but with strangers, maybe a bit less.
Yeah, I like that. Do a lot of team-based activities and I enjoy it.
I like that, yeah, especially if I think the activity can be fun, like a new game, and everyone is like tryharding. I really find it exciting.
I really like playing like some games and like anything outside of games as well, like in real life. I think it's really amazing to just go with some people and hang out outside, for example.
You enjoy participating in team-based activities. Hard agree on that. You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. Also hard agree.
You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. Yeah, I definitely like whenever there's like a new patch, things get changed.
Sometimes, yeah. I think it's like always nice to try some new stuff.
I like my routine and the stuff, like, and my comfort zone and the stuff I'm used to it.
You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. And this is something that I really want to have as a skill, but I don't think I am actively seeking new experiences and knowledge.
I think if it's within League, then definitely agree. Outside, maybe not so much.
I feel like I've been playing League for a lot of years recently, and not really going a lot for vacations, like exploring like new areas, like new countries. So
you're prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. I mean, I don't know if I worry, but I definitely like to plan for things to go bad, or like for things, like what to do if things are going wrong, or what would happen in that case. So I will definitely agree with that.
Not really. I'm quite optimistic.
Yeah, sometimes, to be honest. I don't know why, but I always think about the worst case scenario.
I think disagree. I just like stay focused on the present and take like day by day and what I have to do.
You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones? I used to like drawing a lot, so that's quite solitary.
You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. It's very funny, it says this. I was imagining this if I could do it myself, and my conclusion was no, but I also never tried. So I don't know if I could.
I'm not a most creative person at writing stories and stuff, so I can't see it.
You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. I'm gonna have to hard disagree on that one. I like to relax whenever I want.
Sometimes, if I'm tired, I'll just go straight to bed, even though my room can be a mess.
I guess that kind of depends on what chores they are.
Usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gathering. For sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Your mood can change very quickly. Yeah, I would say that's all.
I'm gonna disagree a little bit with that, you know, usually very calm.
From day to day, yeah. Day to day, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. Like losing some solo cues can be a bit annoying sometimes.
You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas? Not really, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's fun.
Oh yeah, probably I don't enjoy that.
No, not really. I don't really care, to be honest.
You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Neutral. I like both.
I like both, I guess. So maybe more towards the middle. I think it kind of depends on the time.
I think neutral, again, like it depends on the situation, like on your mood and stuff.
You become bored or lose interest when the discussions get highly theoretical?
No, I think it can be fun still.
I would disagree with that strongly, probably, because I like when I guess it gets theory. I like to think through a lot of different cases, even if they might not end up actually happening. I think being prepared is important.
You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule? No, probably not. I think I'm actually having a decent schedule so far.
Obviously, we have a very tight schedule, guys. Professionals doing some professional work.
I think disagree. I'm happy with my routine nowadays.
You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. Yeah, hard agree. Actually, I'm not gonna hard agree. Because sometimes we do have to question the things we do, second guess ourselves.
I mean, I know I made a lot of bad decisions, I guess, in the past, but it's not like I second guess it because I can't really do anything about it right now. So I'll disagree with that.
I second guess a lot. I quadra guess it.
I think disagree. I mean, a lot of people have second thoughts always. It's hard to take them out.
You are drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing. You know what? I'm just gonna do middle on that one.
Nope.
So creative expression, I am in there.
Yeah, I disagree. I don't really like writing.
You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Depends. Probably say neutral. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
You feel confident that things will work out for you. Yeah, I agree.
You feel confident that things will work out for you? Yes, I always feel like it's gonna be fine in the end.
You feel confident that things will work out for you? Yes.
You feel confident that things will work out for you? Kind of, yeah.
You feel confident that things will work out for you? Probably say neutral.
See the results?
Yep.
I'm clicking.
Okay, so I got my personality type, and it says your personality type is architect in INTJA, I guess.
I am ISFP, adventurer.
Your personality type is defender.
It says your personality type is campaigner.
Your compassionate nature and deep-seated desire to understand the human experience makes you a natural confident and source of support for those around you.
It says that I'm very imaginative and open-minded, focusing on hidden meanings and distant possibilities.
You're not just a dreamer, though you're a dreamer with a mission, driven by a deep-seated desire to make the world a better place. Wow, that just really hit me deep right here.
I'm 63% introverted.
72% introverted.
74% intuitive.
57% observant.
61 observant.
And then it says 65% thinking versus feeling, which I think is also quite accurate.
53% feeling.
65% feeling.
Well, I'm 60% turbulent.
68% prospecting.
56% judging and 60% assertive.
And 86% assertive. So I'm like kind of the assertive type.
I'm not sure. I don't know myself, bro.
If you scroll down a bit, there's some famous people there as well.
Some famous people.
Yeah, who share your personality trait.
There's Michelle Obama, Christopher Nolan, Tywin Lannister.
There's Michael Jackson, Lana Del Rey, Britney Spears.
Robert Downey Jr., Robin Williams, Quentin Tarantino, some of them. Oh, Michael Scott, The Office, Michael Scott.
Tolkien, William Shakespeare, Alicia Keys, Tom Hiddleston.
Beyoncé, Queen Elizabeth II, Vin Diesel, Captain America.
Last ones, to be honest, I only know Tolkien and William Shakespeare, but I think it's pretty interesting.
I think everybody on the team has a quite different personality. I would not be surprised if everyone had a different outcome. I think that everyone is very different.
I think I definitely share a lot of traits with both Bibi and Hans Hammer, but there's also a lot of things that are very separate. And the coaching staff, I know that Romain always says that that Dylan is an older version of Cavs, or our younger version of Dylan. So maybe we'll be Dylan.
I think it wouldn't be very different from one to each other. That would be my guess.
All right, guys, this was it with today's personality test. I am a campaigner.
So it turns out I'm an architect.
I got the personality type as adventurer.
Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
I had a lot of fun doing it, and I also recommend you guys doing it. You could figure out something about yourself that you didn't know.
and see you guys next time. Honestly, I'm quite in shock state at the moment still. So
That's it. Now you know who I am.